Hey everyone, Staff Sergeant Parks here with the Grumpy Gnome-I Hate Everything podcast. It's been a while, I know. Probably to everyone's benefit. You're not missing much of my fucking life. Sorry, my fucking chair's all jacked up. And man, I'm moving soon next year, thank God. But I'm not getting a new chair until I move. I'll get it at the new house. But my son, he's stationed overseas in Japan. He's like, Dad, when are you doing a new podcast? I'm like, man, I don't really got anything to talk about. It's real upbeat and positive. And even right now, so the war's going on. So right now it's not really a positive time. But he's like, Dad, just keep positive. He's been a little homesick over there. And he's a combat operations EOD. So as a parent, you're a little worried right now if you have your son or daughter in the military. So, I'll try to keep it upbeat and make him laugh a little bit. But like I said, it's been a bit. Not much has happened. I'll try to catch you up on a little bit. And then after I catch you up on, what's going on in my fucking pathetic life, I'll hit on what I can about what little wisdom I have about what's, to expect, I guess. Maybe someone can pass this on to some troops. Maybe I don't fucking know. Make them laugh a little bit. But I'll try to give them my perspective on it. But again, I was a squad leader in combat in Iraq in 2004. So, again, I still didn't see half the shit that some of my peers saw it, like 2.5, 3.5, and 3.1. Those heavy hitters. So, but our little unit you've never fucking heard of, Bravo Company 123, the Bastards of Ambar. No one's ever heard of them, but we held our fucking own, and we were a part of that whole Fallujah offensive in 2004. We held down the peninsula, and they were just right there. Just not in the heart of the city, just right on the outside. Just containing that shit and. Those people were... Anyway, it's near here today. But I'll catch you up and, what little... I don't know, just... What kind... the pre-jitters and, again, little wisdom I have on the subject. I'll try to... Someone could pass this on to a fucking young squad leader. Because that's what I was. That's the only wisdom I can pass on as far as getting ready to go to combat and in wartime. I really haven't... I don't have it as a young devil's perspective, but I'll get hit on that after I catch you guys up on my fucking life. So I wrote this. This is on Amazon right now. Just look it up by the title and author. This is the first one. I wrote this, and this whole story I wrote like 4 or 5 years ago. 5 years ago now. So it's not current. It's all fiction except for the stories in Iraq. This one just came out. I don't think it's on Amazon yet. It's on Dorrance Publishing, I guess, but. It's just all fiction, but the stories from Iraq in there are true, and all the combat and all that stuff from Iraq is true, and all my time in the military is true. The Marine Corps, the Osprey crash, on April 8th, 2000. So all that is true, but the rest of it's just fiction. What if fucking scenario would ever happen, and the worst, extreme possible. So sorry, I'm gonna drink some water. Let's see. Diagnose some shit, and I can get to that too, because that's why I wear this, because you don't see me throat doing fucking struggling drinking shit. So yeah, I wrote those. So there's a third one coming out soon. It's just to wrap it up. But all this will make sense at the end of the third one. Everyone like, oh, fucking Sergeant Parks, you're a fucking asshole. Sergeant Parks, you're a dickhead. It all makes sense at the end of the third one. All right. And so this is just what if, what if this really lined up like this, and it's just a way to create a way to tell the story of what me and the squad went through in Iraq, the limited time we were together. And again, a lot of these stories are from the fellas, Atterbury and James and, Culpepper's perspective from talking to him at the reunion, talking to B-Game, a long time ago when he came and rescued me during the Doherty funeral during the ice storm in Texas. So... yeah, so this is, it's all from their point of view, a lot of this shit. And so, I just wanted to get that out there. And, kind of relay what we experienced, just a little tidbit of it. But yeah, I'll try to keep it upbeat. My son wants catch you up in my life. I mean, went to the VA and I got diagnosed with more shit in my back, and I'm like, I'm gonna stop going up there. Every time I go up there, I get diagnosed with something new. You know, I got the throat thing now, and then it's just gallbladder polyps on that, and cysts on my liver, and reoccurring polyps in my fucking asshole. And so now they've got 3 new diagnoses on my back. What was it? I remember going up to the doctor after she got my CAT scan and MRI results on my lower back, and so I'm sitting there and we're doing a Zoom meeting, and so I got my ugly face facing her, and she's looking at the thing, and she just goes, "Whoa." And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, "Whoa? What does it mean, whoa?" And I was like, yeah, I kind of want to reach through the screen, like, see what the fuck she's looking at. Turn it to me so I can see what whoa means. And she goes, that's some excessive wear and tear. What is that? And she goes, yeah. And so, I got accelerated degenerative arthritis in my lower back. And they went on to explain, fusion's possible. I got herniated discs, nerves are all screwed up. They're talking about ablations, and then they're talking about going in there and scraping the arthritis off the fucking bone of my back. I'm like, that sounds fucking awful. And I'm like, no. And then they're also talking about, then they found arthritis in my hip, and that's why I'm starting to get a limp and shit. And like, they're going to go scrape that. I'm like, no one's scraping shit. That sounds terrible. And I don't want to be, on pain pills and stuff. I just don't want to take any more, dumb medication. So, no. So I figure I'll just be crippled by the time I'm 60. Oobra. I wouldn't trade it for anything, but man, it's from jumping in and out of the fucking 7 tons and fucking rappelling out of helicopters and fast running out of helicopters with all that fucking gear on. You kidding me? Oh, I'm surprised my knees didn't blow out, but my knees seem to be okay for right now. But damn, my shoulders, my fucking back, neck. And then they go, and she goes, oh, so you got TBI. I'm like, I don't ever remember ever saying anything about TBI and stuff like that. And yeah, you're rated 0% for it though. That's weird. I'm like, what? Okay, yeah, if y'all say I have it, I have it. I don't remember. The only time I remember bitching about anything was like when I merry-go-round when my kids were like tiny, and those little merry-go-rounds. My son was just my daughter's like, ah. And I'm holding on for dear life between the two of them because everything's spinning and I'm just losing motion sickness. I've never had motion sickness before or anything like that. And, so it's the first time I ever experienced anything like that. And I bitched about that. So I don't know if that got put in my... So let that lesson be learned. They listen to everything you say up there at the VA. You don't think they care. They may not care, but they're going to document that shit. So, yeah, they just diagnosed me with 3 more things on my lower back. And I'm like, this is some bullshit. So, son... You're going to be pushing me around a lot when I'm older. I'm going to be even fucking more miserable than I am now. So that's just what's going on here. But I'm getting ready to move back to Texas. My daughter's going to graduate soon, high school. So I'm going to move back to Texas. And, thank God. And I mean, I'm not saying I'm holding anything against anything anywhere. It's just there's better benefits for veterans in Texas as far as owning property and shit. So it's And, so I'm going to head back there. I'm from West Texas, but I'm not moving back to West Texas. I don't know where the fuck I'm going to end up, but I'm just going to sell this house. And so hopefully the market stays strong like it is, because my God, I mean, if you're a buyer, you're fucked. But if you're a seller like me, I'm going to fuck you. That's the free enterprise system. So, I mean... So yeah, it's just the prices are just going through the roof because everyone's trying to escape New York and Connecticut and Massachusetts, and I don't know why fucking this area of New England's just become a fucking hotspot. But thank you for driving up the prices. So yeah, if you're a buyer, I'm gonna bend you over. Drink some coffee. Yeah, so I'm getting ready to move. Head down with man, it looks like my oldest dog's gonna make it. So I'm gonna head down with 3 fucking dogs and a cat. None of my kids want to take any of these fucking animals. Chase will be back, and he won't be back stateside yet. He won't be stationed back stateside until the year after. But he's got to take one of these animals, man. I can't. Hopefully, he gets stationed in Texas, but he wants to go get stationed on the East Coast somewhere. But like, fuck. I can't. 3 fucking dogs. Oh my! I don't even know how I'm gonna get them down there because I'm getting rid of everything. Everything's gone. So I don't know how I'm gonna get them down there. It's gonna be a fucking shit of a trip. 3 fucking dogs and a cat. See, sad, pathetic, lonely life. So. What did I do to myself? You know, it's self-inflicted. It's another side effect. Yeah, TBI 0%, but I never bitched about it. I wasn't close enough to any of the explosions in Iraq, even though I was fucking right on top, fucking IED after IED. But no, none of them went off on me. So I definitely don't have TBI. The other 5 Marines that got hit later that on the evening, but yeah, they definitely have it, but not me. So shit. I mean, I don't know where that came from. Now, maybe the Osprey crash. You know, maybe they attributed it to that. I have no clue. I mean, we crashed. I mean, of course, every one of us fucking hit our heads in that motherfucker. We lost our Kevlars, but I don't. Who knows? But they listen to everything, so pay attention. Go up to the VA, pay attention. But yeah, so the second book came out. So the third one's going to come out soon. So I'm just going to. That'll conclude everything. Everything will make sense. It's just. But it wraps up everything that happened with combat in Iraq with the limited time me and my squad were together as a squad leader. So I guess I'll get into what's going on now. I'll try to keep this fucking positive for my son, you know. But I'm going to talk as a parent first before as a squad leader, Marine squad leader. So no offense to Army, but just it's a Marine squad leader, motherfuckers. But as a parent, you know, you just, as a parent, you know, you feel for the, you know, whether you agree with this war or not, as a parent, it's just I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. But, you know, he's so far, nothing's happening with my son. He's EOD, though, you know, explosives ordnance disposal, you know, holy fucking shit, you know, Hurt Locker type shit. So, I mean, you know, if there's a ground invasion, you gotta send in EOD because it's gonna eventually happen. You're gonna have to, you know, they're eventually gonna start using IEDs, and now they have drone IEDs. So, I mean, it's just a scary fucking time. Let's just put it that way, whether you agree with this or not. But as a parent, you know, and especially the parents that have already lost service members and their family and their loved ones, and so the rest of us, you know, really need to shut the fuck up when it comes to what they sacrificed and what they died for. We're not in a position to say anything about the fallen. Not a fucking one of us. Not really. I mean, it's for the families to decide, the grieving loved ones and parents to decide what their sons and daughters and husbands and wives, you know, died for. It's not for us. So yeah, so as a parent, you just it's just a scary time. And you know, and I've said, you know, a lot of us Marines have you know, we have our buddies that went over with us that, you know, now their sons are in Marine infantry, you know, so, you know, those are the big dogs, man. Those are the fucking sledgehammers, man. You don't break out Marine infantry until you just plan to fucking kick some. It's just unleash the junkyard dogs, man. That's it. That's the, you know, again, I'm not slighting Army, man. You know, again, as a parent, it's just service wide. So it's just scary time, and but I know all the young bucks are probably sitting on ship or champing at the bit. I guess is what's really technically the name is, this phrase is. But uh, I know they're probably, you shut the fuck up, old man. I'm fucking ready to get some. Ah, fuck yeah, yeah. I know it. And I talked to my son earlier. He's like, "Oh, Dad, you fucking worry too much. Oh, you fucking worry too much." And I'm like, "Man, I've fucking been there. I know I ain't seen as much as some of these motherfuckers, but I mean, like, fuck, I've seen enough." Like, "Dad, you worry too much. I'll be fine. Fucking ain't gonna get me." I said, and then I'm thinking, like, holy fuck, I said the same fucking shit to my mother. So don't say that shit to your mom. She don't want to hear that. That bravado shit. As a man, and now I'm looking as a parent, man, and it's just, that's my, yeah, because my mom knew exactly what I was doing in Marine infantry. She knew. Marine squad leader, she fucking knew. I'd already done 4 years active duty, so I mean, just with the 3-5 India Company, I was like, oh shit. She already went through the whole Osprey crash with me, so she knew, and she didn't want to hear that. Oh, I'm the fucking, no one's gonna get me, Mom. I'm the fucking best squad leader in the fucking world. And I'm thinking in my head back then, I'm like, yeah, I'll just make her feel comfortable. Yeah, no, she saw through that shit, just like I see through this shit. Especially you can't. I'm like, son, I've been. I mean, you can't tell me to stay, positive and just, oh, don't be upset, Dad. Oh, it's all right, Dad. No. As a parent, as my poor mother, I kind of like when I got off the phone with my son, I was like, damn, do I call her now? It's way too early for a call her now, but man, I tell her I love her and I'm sorry. Putting her through that shit. And then as a parent, you think about, all the lives already lost. And so it's just like, just from Iraq and Afghanistan too, it's just like, holy shit. And so that's my spiel as a parent, so if y'all are sitting around getting ready and just, stacking them mags and loading them vests, don't give your mom and dad and wife any husbands any shit like, what fuck, and just don't give them that false bravado and just tell them you love them. That's all you can do. It's just like, wow, I just never thought I'd be in this position. I really didn't. I told him to be a firefighter. I really did. But yeah, I really, as looking back, even as when I was younger and when he was born, I never really thought, So I'm sure my mom, and then all the moms, and the dads, that saw us off back then. I just remember Parent Day. I was like, it didn't register me that they're sending their kids off to war. It just didn't fucking register to me. I was just bouncing around from parent to parent to parent saying, they're just saying, hey, bring my boy back, bring my boy back. And I'm like, what? How do you fucking, it just didn't, it really didn't. So squad leaders, if you run across these parents, if you ever have a chance if you're having a family day before you all ship out or whatever, please stop and take the minute and absorb what these parents are asking of you. I know it's heavy pressure. I mean, it got to me too. I'm just, so I'll talk as squad leader now, I guess. I just roll right into squad leader mode. And again, I'm just speaking for myself. I don't know how the other squad leaders reacted during Parent Day either. But so squad leaders now, man, please absorb that. Each parent, talk to them. I wish and to the parents, if any of y'all are watching this, I'm sorry if I didn't take my time. I really wasn't a slight on anybody. I just couldn't fathom what was happening. I really couldn't. And it's different in my scenario because I'd already lost, had my squad in the Osprey crash. So I've already, maybe I was trying to block out what parents, because I already dealt with the grieving parents before and their cold stares. So, I didn't. I just didn't. It just didn't fathom. So squad leaders, take that time and, say, hey, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I'll give it everything I have in my body to bring your boy home. That's it. That's all you gotta say. I'll give it everything in my body. That's because that's what it boils down to as a squad leader. It's on you. Yeah, just that's all you just tell them that. I'll give everything in my body to bring your boy home. That's it. Just take that time as a squad leader. Please take that time. Team leaders, you can do it too, but squad leaders, really. When it comes to infantry tactics and in ground combat, and really, I'm hoping again. That's the unwritten motto of the Marine Corps infantry is train for war, pray for peace. So it's again, but just say if you have that family day chance, squad leaders, take your time. Just take that moment. I'll give everything in my body. Bring your boy home. That's it. Say that to them. I wish I had. I really did. And so for the parents that are watching this, and then I bounced around and didn't get to, Miss Doherty. I mean, yeah, I don't know if I met you that day or not. I mean, I really wasn't just bouncing around everywhere. It was just so I feel terrible now. But it's squad leaders, man. Take that moment. So hopefully, this maybe finds one of you. Take that moment. Just reassure them you're going to give everything you fucking got to bring them home. Everything. That's it. So as far as I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to keep this brief. Maybe, who knows? I don't fucking know. But I'm trying to think about the pre-combat shit before the first firefight, and I can only, as far as advice, is just block out everything from home. Just right now, just block. If you're already out there and you're on ship and you're staging and all that shit, get ready to run. Just block out all that noise from home. It's just really is about the man to your right and the man to your left. I mean, it really is. And that's what it's going to boil down to. And it depends on what tactical formation you're in. It could be the man to your 12, 3, 6, 9 o'clock. That's all that matters. That's your world now. That's it. That's your world. You block out the rest of the noise from home. Girlfriends, wives, parents, everything. Right now, if you're sitting right there offshore, you're staging your gear and shit, it's time to block all that out. Yeah, it's all about the guys staging gear next to you. It's all about that. Checking their men, make sure they all have their gear. It's grunt mode time. That's it. I mean, I'm trying to think anything funny. I mean, the guys are gonna be cracking a bunch of fucking jokes too. So, cause again, this is humor in the suck. And only the guys that are in the suck will understand. The humor that's gonna be bouncing off around, right? And so some of it's gonna be very crude, and some of it's gonna be very, very hostile. So, if anyone's, God, nowadays they're probably recording all this shit, and hopefully none of that shit leaks out. But it's gonna be that humor. It's just gonna be very grunt. So let's just put it that way. So let them have that humor. Don't if these videos get out, these recording or some shit, some secret recording gets out, and these guys are these grunts or these Marine infantry are just sitting there slapping in mags and filling mags and cleaning weapons and just making sure everything's just there's no grit or sand or anything up in the chambers. Just they're going to be cracking some crude jokes. So if any of that secret recordings get out, don't give them any shit. They need that humor, and it's their world now. So leave them fuck alone. That's all I got to say about it. It's the only advice I have about that. Just leave them the fuck alone. Let them deal with that stress how they need to. But from a squad leader's perspective, let them do it. Let them have their fun. Let them have their crude humor. There are gonna be a lot of movie quotes, I'm sure. There's a whole new era of war movies I'm sure they're quoting now. But I mean, if y'all are on ship or anything, get a chance, watch Black Hawk Down. Yeah, I mean that's quotes right and left So just use that as humor, good humor. Because I mean, again, this is just trying to prepare the grunt mindset, and I say Black Hawk Down is good humor. It's not. It's tragic, but it's a lot of quotable lines that can be used for humor, staging gear, and getting ready to head in. And but I mean, this is just the pre-staging stuff. I just really again, you just switch into this mode. It just switch. You flip a switch in your head, and everything just goes. And I know it seems maybe narcissistic or sociopathic or what. Your empathy just shuts down, especially in Marine infantry. Your empathy is just gone. It's just gone, especially when you're getting ready. And I mean, just the pre-deployment. I just don't remember. I went over early. Do right seat, left seat with 2-7 with Atterbury and the rest of the squad leaders and section leaders. And we were just I'm on 11 anyways, but regular old infantry. But like the section leaders, they all had their MOSs for weapons, and they were basically back to being 11s when we were doing right seat, left seat. So I didn't, I left it to the team leaders, Delta and stuff, back at 29 Palms to get the men ready. So you'd have to ask him, just how he got them ready for deployment over to Iraq, because that already went over. But when I finally got them back together, it's just, we got into a routine. You'll get into a routine, but again, I have no experience with an invasion, like the guys from 3-5 and 2-5. And I think most of 2-7 and 3-1, I think they all went on the invasion. It's just a lot of fucking Marine units that went on the invasion. So in Iraq, and I keep forgetting Afghanistan, but I don't have any personal experience for Afghanistan, so I can't talk about it. But that shit's some fucking hard shit too. It's just, and that was before Iraq. So I'm just trying to remember funny shit. But yeah, there'll be a lot of crude jokes, and so if any of these videos get out there, just leave those fucking men alone. Let them do their thing. They need that stress relief. But as an Iraq vet, I don't want to see a ground invasion. That's me. Again, I'm not political. As an Iraq veteran, as just an infantry veteran, I don't want to see a ground invasion. I'm sure most of us don't, as Iraq and Afghanistan veterans don't, and especially amongst the infantry community, don't want to see another, because we know what's coming. You just can't predict anything. It's just Murphy's Laws of combat, and anything and everything will happen. It's just I speak from little wisdom of what I have, and as a squad leader. So, but as an Iraq veteran, yeah, we don't want to see that. A whole nother generation of young warriors coming back. Look at me, I'm all fucked up. Excuse me. My throat. Now, guys watching this on the ship, no, I'm not all fucked up. Like, I don't fucking end up like him. Holy shit, man, I'm fucking not going in. No, you're going to do just fine. Rely on your training and your instinct. That's above all anything. As a squad leader, rely on your instinct and deal with the consequences later. That's my, I know I joke around to say movie quote from Black Hawk Down, whatever, in the books. But my best advice as a squad leader: rely on your instincts, deal with the consequences later. That's it. Rely on your instincts, deal with the consequences later. And that'll get you through. That's it. And your number one, as a squad leader, your number one priority is your men. Those 10 to 13 individuals that are underneath, that are relying on you to guide them through the most hostile of circumstances. So, you got to rely on your instincts and deal with consequences later. So, you just got to ensure just whatever you get into, you have fire superiority. That's it. Just lay down that lead, man. Just lay down that lead. From the firefights I've experienced in the hostile acts I've experienced, just lay down that lead. Fire superiority always wins. So there you go. That's tip number 1. But as an Iraq veteran, as a combat veteran, as an infantry veteran, I don't want to see y'all do any of that shit. I want y'all to come back and have to deal with some of this bullshit we have to deal with. Here's an idea. Hey, Marine Corps, just dust us all salt dogs off. We'll make it. Dust us all off, break the glass, just arm us up. Get us about 3 weeks of fucking training in 29 Palms and just put us on the front. We'll do it. The sacrifice for these young devils, we'll do it. We may only get a block or 2, but we'll fucking make it work. You know, I can just see that now. It's fucking running fucking corner to corner, kicking in doors. Fucking B game. Go ahead, Parks. I'll fucking catch you up. I'll get him. I'll fucking get him. All right, B game. I'll fucking get him. I'll be on the fucking second floor. Fucking get Culpepper back in carrying the radio. I'm sure the radios are a lot smaller now, so Culpepper won't have so much trouble. But get Culpepper back. Hey, Culpepper, let's go fucking kick him. All right, fucking so boy, let's do this. Fucking got these motherfuckers. And James bouncing around. Damn sure won't be carrying the saw this time. You gotta put that accurate motherfucker to work. Let James do his thing. Let him crack his fucking jokes. Yeah, you always have to have a joker. You always have to have a joker in the squad. That'll get you through too. You know, when you have a squad leader, make sure you have that joker. You know, he'll keep it going. There's always going to be that one. Yeah. Then you got the cool handness of Doherty, his little smooth, dry wit. You gotta have that dry humor, dude. That keeps it like real. Yeah. So yeah, just dust the old warriors off, man. There you go. You can see these young bucks. They'll come in with the second wave after we get the first 2 or 3 blocks cleared. We're all dead. Fucking then you got y'all young devils come in and mop it up. Put us to use. I'm sure most of us will do it. Dust us off and send us in. Oh my god. Can you imagine? Definitely film that shit. Not our demise, because it'll be in a grotesque military manner. I guarantee you. It would definitely be with a violent expenditure of ammunition. I guarantee every one of us would do it. We'll give it that effort for that whole block. You see Atterbury huffing and puffing after about 800 meters. Oh fuck you, boys. Fucking volunteer me for this shit. Fuck you. I'm not doing this shit. Make young squad leaders, man, and just you gotta find that humor in the squad. You gotta find that humor. But yeah, I know you're old. I know you're looking at me like, oh, that fucking old busted Marine, man. Oh, I do not want to end up like him. Well, then don't. Be better than me. But focus on your men. Get them through. They're relying on you. Again, it just didn't dawn on me. And then I'll hit on the first. I mean, I'm not going to be able to tell you what you're going to experience as far as IEDs. It might be all fucking different now. I mean, my IEDs were different back then. So it's 22 fucking years ago. So I can't comment on it. But I can tell you about the first round that went flying by my fucking head. So, I mean, and that's when you know, hey, I got a fucking job to do. And you're going to find out real quick who you can rely on and who you can't. And that's when that first round just... And that's when your instinct takes over. And just, again, follow your instinct and deal with the consequences later. As long as you give it your all for your men, and you know you're going to give it your all for your men, your instincts will automatically do the right thing. and employ the right tactics. It'll just come. It just comes like that. As a young squad leader, it'll be there. Especially you active duty squad leaders. Holy shit, you guys are in it every fucking day. Trust me, I was there. Yeah, coming out of being pulled off the IRR and then getting thrown in as a squad leader, heading, and we didn't expect to be in combat, but we were. Yeah, I was rusty, but still, that instinct, that first round, and it wasn't just that one. It was. So not to say we're getting pot shot. I mean, we were in fucking hell. First platoon was taking some fucking shit for a couple hours, and the second platoon was react. So I mean, as a squad leader, you know, that first, it's just, hey, instincts, just follow them. And then if you see someone not hacking it, man, do not be afraid to put them in their. I know active duty bubbas, they'll do it, and they'll fucking put someone in their fucking place right away. But if you see someone not hacking it, you got to get them out of fucking command. It's just no place for them. You see a team leader can't hack it, gone. See a squad leader can't hack it, you pull that other squad leader, you did 2 other squad leaders, pull them aside, you're fucking done. You know, we need to go talk to the platoon sergeant, platoon commander. You're fucking done. You know, it's just too much on the line. And remember, those parents you talk to. And if you haven't got a chance to do that family day, I'm sure your young men are back home or on the phones talking to their parents, reassuring them, giving that false bravado, saying, hey, my squad leader's the man. My squad leader's good to go. Ain't nothing going to happen with him around. Don't worry, Mom. Don't worry, Dad. My squad leader's on it. Again, you need to take that into account and be the best squad leader you can. Be the best squad leader. You just have to. It took me a jolt in 29 Palms during training, Jackson calling me out. So, I mean, it took some of that shit, you know, and then it took the Osprey crash. Changed the way, you got to take into account squad leaders. So, again, this is like a heavy subject. Sorry, man, but try. I'm telling you, just dust this old turds off. Let us do it. We'll do the initial invasion. We ain't gonna make it very far, but we'll do an initial invasion. You know, we'll be the sacrificial lambs for a little bit. Yeah, that's all. I mean, I'll gladly go out there. Maybe I'll hit up the USO and I'll come over there and just try to talk to these young devils and, you know, on ship or something. Maybe they can get me on there and I can impart some wisdom. But yeah, it's I mean, yeah, just let us do it. I don't know what else to say. Life sucks. I mean, for me anyways. I mean, it's nothing really changes for me, but I just want these squad leaders to just absorb the enormity of what you're about to incarnate. And I've said this in my books. It's just my kids have asked me all the time growing up, Dad, what was your dream job? What is your dream job? They used to ask me this all the time, you know, ever throughout the years. And I always tell them the same thing. I already had my dream job. It was a Marine squad leader in combat. That was my dream job. I already had it. There is no important and prestigious position in military-wide. There's none. Now, I can't speak for special forces and team leaders there, but I'm talking about a squad leader in an infantry unit. There's no better job in the world. Those men are relying on you in just small unit tactics. That's all it is, small unit tactics. And just remember that, small unit tactics. Don't think about the bigger picture. Just focus on that squad. That's your world. Yeah, that was my dream job. I already had it. And that's all to credit to my squad. That really is. To the men in the squad, the Marines, young Marines. So, I mean, if you have that chance to talk to if you're a young Marine, PFC Lance Corporal, and you get a chance to talk to these older devils, and hopefully they're, you know, I mean, if they're your father, then I'm sure you guys are gonna have a different conversation, but yeah, try to pick their brain about what they were feeling at that time, and understand they've been there, and they understand what you're going through, and they will understand what you're going through. And don't be afraid to just tell them how you're feeling. Jitters, the nervousness. If you're feeling that, again, some shut down, and that's okay too. Again, I just shut down. There was just nothing. Reaction. That's it. Reaction. Instinct. A lot of what the fuck moments. And that's what that's what I remember in combat is just those lulls that you're just on a rooftop joking with somebody. It's that camaraderie. Again, it's just, you need to block out the rest of the world. It really is. They don't fucking matter anymore. They don't. They don't fucking matter. It's the men right there. That's it. Just the men. That's all that matters now. Don't focus on the rest of the world. Don't worry about us back here in the States. Your world is right there with those 10 to 13 other individuals. And getting ready and moving in perfect harmony. Go over your plan of actions. Go over your SOPs. Till they're fucking redundant and they're boring. I know we had that stupid saying, complacency kills, and we fucking hated it. But it's true. So just don't get complacent. Every rehearsal will matter. But I mean, in that first round, it's when you're going to find out. And then you got to make corrections right then and there. You can't wait for the next firefight for it to work itself out. If someone's not hacking it that first one, they're not going to hack it in the second one, in the third one, in the fourth one, in the fifth one. This block, this house, this house. When are they going to freeze again? When are they going to do this? You just can't afford that shit. Nope, they got to go. I know active duty, it's different. When we were active duty bubs, I know y'all are going to get the fuck out. You'll handle it. So just, that's all again, that's all I can say is and what I remember about pre-combat. Again, but we had the luxury of not having to do an invasion. So, I can't speak to the invasion, Bubba's. I really can't. I can't speak to losing a troop in combat. I can speak to losing a troop in a horrible, fucking horrible way. But I can't, in troops, friends. But, I can't speak as in combat losing somebody. So, and we were very fortunate in Bravo Company. We thought we lost a couple. Some were pronounced dead a couple times, but they brought them back to life. That's kudos to the docs. But you guys get ready for that possibility, and just I know it's grim. I remember when I first saw. When they started handing us the body bag, I'm gonna keep it fucking real, man. Get ready for it. When they dropped off the body bags first time for the Fallujah offensive in 2004, after we got some moto speech from the rules of engagement officer, I saw the body bags, and that really hit me as a squad leader. That's the first time I ever really fucking registered what the fuck. We'd already been in firefights. We'd already been mortared and all this shit. My squad's already been out doing all this other shit, and we'd already gone outside the box a million fucking times, but that one fucking moment when they dropped off the body bags is when I realized that, hey, we're fucking about to get in some shit. So if they drop those off, be prepared. You address that with your squad. I didn't address it with the squad. I think we were all shell shocked when they started dropping those off. But again, God watched over Bravo Company and just made sure that none of us, a lot of people got hurt and stuff, but no one died over there. So, and that's just not a luxury that goes around. There's so many units that lost so many. So squad leaders, just get prepared for that possibility, but you still got to address those parents, and you got to reassure those parents that it won't be their boy, that you're going to give it everything you have. Everything. Deal with the consequences later. Everything you have to bring their boy home. I mean, that's just my perspective as a squad leader, man. That's your responsibility, but there's no better. Ask any fucking squad leader that's combat squad leader. Ask any combat squad leader. Now, ask anyone from the Bastards Van Bar if there's any other better position that they would have had in the company. Nope. Every one of them would say squad leader. And we all have 2 combat action rooms, so it's 2 combat action rooms. So there you go. That's the unit you didn't hear of, Bastards Van Bar. So ask any of those squad leaders if there's any other position they'd rather have in the company. Not a damn one would say no. Everyone, the best position is a combat squad leader. That's it. And there's so much weight and pressure on that individual, and you have to address it. And you have to be ready for it as a young squad leader. I can't imagine what y'all are doing. I know on ship, I just remember when I was on ship, it's just repeat, get ready, repeat, stand by to stand by, stand by to stand by, but keep rehearsing. Weapons maintenance, I know it seems boring and shit, but don't get slipping. Just keep the men on their toes. Keep doing your rehearsals. I mean, as much as you can. Yeah, man. That's it. But there's no... That's your world. Block out the rest of us. Block out the states. Block out the rest of the world. That's your world right there. I don't want to get all choked up or anything, but, I know, like the Vietnam vets were there for us when we came back. I mean, I'm sure we're going to all be there for you when you come back. It's just, as an Iraq vet, veterans, I know a lot of us are just not. And then, a lot of us have buddies that are, their sons are on, the Marine infantry and all that shit, and Army, whatever, and Special Forces this, Special Forces that. And so, I mean, it's scary for them. So don't give that false bravado to your dad and mom. Just tell them the truth. Like, hey, yeah, Mom, yeah, we're fucking, it's scary, but I can only tell you so much, but, what I am going to tell you, I'm going to tell you. Just say, we're fucking, because I remember when we were going into Fallujah, it got leaked to the family back home that we're going into Fallujah and all that shit, and we got the phone call home. I had to tell them, oh, no, Mom, we're not going to, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Yeah, just be truthful as much as you can. I mean, you can't say so much, but you need to be truthful with them. Don't give them any false bravado. Just reassure them, but just as best you can. But just don't do what I did. It's just hey, Mom. Yeah, it's getting hectic. I love you. I pray for peace. But train for war. Oh man, it's rough, and these young men have so much pressure on them right now. So don't fucking listen to anything back home. Just block all that. Just fuck the world. It's your world now. That's it. It's your world. Fuck the rest. That's what you go in. That's what you do. Yeah, fuck the rest. It's your world. Fuck the rest. All right. So that's it for me. I don't know if I'm going to do another podcast or anything, but that's, I did this for my son. Hopefully it wasn't too depressing. I was trying to keep it jovial, but it's hard. It's a tough subject. Shit. I'm telling you, just dust us old turds off. Let us do the first wave. We'll gladly go in and sacrifice. And fuck. It'll be comical up until the end. All right. Peace. Love you. Take care.